Hey guys, welcome to Manifesting Better. I'm back with another video and another topic that needs to be addressed. I also have an Instagram account, the link for that is in the description box below. Coaching is also available, the link for that too is in the description box below. So, in this video, I will be talking about a topic I again got from the questionnaire in my page, on my Instagram page. And someone asked me a question: why should I stop chasing my specific person? Or why is it that people talk about not chasing someone? What is wrong in pursuing someone? So I will give you the reasons on why, while you're manifesting a specific person, or while you're manifesting a relationship, or any person in general, be it a friendship, be it a job, anything that it is, why chasing something and chasing someone is not a good idea. First thing is that please understand some of these reasons might be for you, some of these might not be for you. If some of them are for you, of course, take them. If some of them aren't for you, of course, don't. Because every person has a different situation, and I can only cover here in a general way in my YouTube videos. Because specifically, every person's situation is different, and advice is based on a different setting, based on the different situation. That is why, like in the to clients, I can give specific advice. Here, I can only talk about things in general. Watch the video till the end because I will be covering 6 things and I want you to listen to all of them. First thing is chasing someone leads to temporary results. Now, when I talk about chasing someone leads to temporary results, what I practically mean is when we chase someone, and here by chasing I mean mentally chasing and physically chasing. So mentally chasing can be totally sitting there 24 hours obsessing about this person, basing your sense of validation on this person, basing your sense of happiness on this person, and all these things. And physically chasing, it means multiply texting when even if they are not replying, just chasing, stalking them, stalking their social media, and all these things. Why in itself is not a good idea. So yeah, first topic is that it gives you temporary results. Now, what I mean by temporary results is that if you chase a person and let's say you chase them and it somehow you start getting something, or let's say you text them multiple times or 1,000 times and they start reaching out back to you or they reply to you, even if in that moment it starts to feel like growth to you, eventually it isn't. It's because you chase that they gave you some sort of breadcrumb which isn't going to last, which isn't going to stay. So understand that it will only give you temporary results and you will be back to the same place that you are, but even lower because you will start to develop resentment against them. It is a later point, I will explain it. The second reason why you shouldn't be chasing and why chasing is a bad idea is because you cannot convince someone to be with you. If you could convince someone to be with you, which your mind will tell you a lot of times, maybe you will think that one more text will solve the breakup that is about to happen, or maybe one more text will get them back, or one more call or one more confession of love is going to be enough for them to come back to you. That won't be the case, because if in this moment they have decided that they don't want to be with you, which doesn't mean that the relationship cannot be resolved or you cannot manifest a relationship with them. It just means that right now, even if you convince them, it's not going to work out because love happens naturally. Them loving you, them coming back to you is going to be a result of you changing. It's not going to be a result of you staying the same and using different words to convince them of something which isn't going to last. So understand that you cannot convince someone to love you. You can change yourself, and that reflects in their behavior towards you. The third thing is that even if they come back from you convincing them, or even if they come back from you running after them, it's not going to last. Okay, think about this. Let's say you just broke up with someone and you have been running after them, you have been begging them constantly to get back with you, and you have been, texting them again and again just to give you another chance. Do you think that will last? The relationship will go anywhere? Probably not. Let me explain what will actually happen. You might convince them, and in that moment, because you are emotionally trying to manipulate the situation in a way, sorry, it sounds like a bad word, but the need of the hour here is to tell you very honestly that let's say you try to manipulate it and it comes back to you, right? Let's say they start to say that all right, I will just come back to you, because in this moment you're not basically accepting that currently the relationship has ended. Again, that doesn't mean it cannot start again, it just means that right now it has ended, and they come back to you two things will happen. First thing is that is going to happen is that they are going to lose respect for you, and you are going to lose respect for yourself because of the way that you got that back. You are not going to be able to respect yourself. You will always second guess every action that you are going to make because you will always be afraid of this person leaving you, and you will not be able to be your true confident charming self that got them interested in you in the first place. Or even if this is someone that you are manifesting for the first time, this is not an ex-pack situation, then you have had relationships before. Even if you haven't had relationships before, you have had people like you before. And I know some of you will say that I haven't, no one has ever liked me. That's not true. If you will go back and you will actually realize, taking the ego out of it, you will understand that yes, people have liked you, you were too blind to see, or you just weren't interested in them. So you will lose respect for yourself and you won't be able to be who you were and the true you that people fall in love with. The second thing that will happen is that as you will go forward, you will keep walking on eggshells, which means you will constantly be worried about standing up in front of this person because you will always be afraid that they are just going to leave you. And if that is how you want a relationship to be in the first place, if you know, like if you ask yourself intellectually, you know that won't last. You know that won't result in something good. But you still keep doing that. And as humans, we all do this. So you're not alone. We all do this. We all still chase after temporary happiness. But it won't last. And there is no point in hurting yourself more. The fourth thing that will happen is that if this cycle keeps going on, you keep chasing, they keep rejecting, you keep chasing, they keep rejecting, you keep playing the role of the pursuer and the chaser, and they keep playing the role of the rejecting on the avoidant, what will happen is that eventually you will start to hate the process and hate chasing so much that after a point you will give up on something that potentially could have turned into a great relationship. Eventually you will start to think that it's not just worth it, because you will be so tired and you are still not changing your actions, and you will be sick of yourself and you will be sick of the situation that there is, and eventually you will get to a point that you want to give up. So the obsession will lead to something that could have turned into something great end, right? We don't want you give up on your desire. We want that you manifest it and you stay with it and the relationship turns into something great. The fifth thing is something I mentioned before too, is that you will start to harbor resentment against them. And I have a separate video on this. I will post the link in the description. But you will start to harbor resentment against them. Let me explain. So you will chase them. They will not act how you want them to because you are playing the role of the chaser. So they will play the role of the runner. And because of that dynamic, you will constantly keep painting them in a picture where they are the avoidant. And because of this, a lot of things in your life can go bad, and of course they will. So when these things go bad in your life, eventually when you will start to get better at them, or you will start to take care of yourself a little bit more, you will start to harbor resentment against this person. You will start to blame this person for acting this way in your life when you were the one who didn't even allow them to have some space to love you, when you were constantly chasing them for reassurance. And I know that this might not be applicable in every situation, but it is in most situations. Please understand that the resentment that you are building, you don't want to not respect the person that you love, right? And if you keep chasing and if the situation keeps going in that way and they keep rejecting you, because all they are doing probably is putting up a boundary for now, and it doesn't mean that they won't come to you. It just means that right now they have decided not to. It can turn at any moment. But if right now they have, and you keep disrespecting their boundary, of course they will start to come off a little bit more powerfully, and you won't like that. Because you won't like that, the situation will again turn into something that you don't like. You will start to hate them and you will start to put them and blame them for a lot of bad things that are happening in your life, which in turn will really hinder your process of manifesting. Because as a coach, the thing that I work with the most with clients is the resentment that they build up against the specific person. That is the most difficult thing to overcome. The last thing is something that you might not want to hear, and this might be something rude and or very important, but I think that a good teacher is always honest, because here I am trying to look out for you. If I wanted to look out for myself, I would tell you some things that you would like to hear and in this moment would feel good to you, but will not be very helpful, but they will be helpful to me because they will have you come to me as clients, and good things that you hear about it. But I would rather have you work on yourself or come to me for coaching when you, or come to me from a place where you actually want the honest truth. I would always be like to be remembered that way as a coach. But no one cares about if you get with this person or not, and I'm really sorry that I'm so blunt with this, but no one actually cares if you get together with this person. No one cares if this relationship works out. Probably I don't care, probably your other coaches don't care, your friends don't care, your family doesn't care. They all do care to a great extent, and I might hate that as a client, or as a person who has been following me. I might get attached and I might feel bad about you not getting what you want, but eventually the person who hurts the most from you not getting what you want is you. The person whose life is most ruined from you not getting what you want is you. The person who will have to suffer the consequences of their actions will be you eventually, no one else. People might hate it, but eventually, as much as it hurts you, it cannot hurt anyone else. And the faster you realize that, the faster you realize that eventually I will have to take charge, because no one is ever going to come save me. People can come to me, help me, I can take coaching, coaches can help me, I can take courses, courses can also help me. But eventually, until I actually apply it, I am not going to get what I want. And this is not just in this area of your life, this is in any area of your life. So if someone is taking you to the water, please go to the water with them, but I cannot make you drink. I hope you got the saying, like, you can only take the horse to the water, you cannot make him drink. Please realize that your actions will, and the obsessive patterns that you will develop here, it will not last just here. It will go on to more relationships in your life, and it will ruin and leak into other relationships, friendships, which it will ruin if you don't stop running after someone for validation and reassurance. You deserve the world. I know it. Intellectually, you know it too. You just have to act like it, because without your actions being in alignment to who you say you want to be, it is probably not going to work out. I really intend that you take this message and you actually apply it, and I will see you guys in the next video.
Click the like button if you liked the video. Subscribe and turn the notifications on for more such content. Comment down your video suggestions and I will see you guys in the next one.